Are you wishing to achieve pacifism in Cuphead? Stick around for a quick explanation of my methods. But if you don't need that and just want to see how to get through a level, the timestamps are in the description. To start, you should have the second super equipped. It's the one that gives you invincibility. The other thing I use to make this easier is the Divine Relic. But if you don't want to go through the process to obtain it, then you can use the Smoke Bomb. The Divine Relic makes it easier because you have the combined charm effects of the Heart Ring, Smoke Bomb, and Coffee. The first negative doesn't matter because you're not trying to kill anything, so your weapon switching around does nothing. But the charm effect Whetstone stinks. The reason is because if you parry at the wrong moment, you'll kill an enemy, and then you'll need to restart. Also, something to keep in mind, you don't need to achieve any of the stuff like a great time, or getting hit, or any of the other things that affect your score. The only thing that actually matters is whether or not you killed anything. If not, then you'll achieve pacifism, which is the best score you can obtain. Now that that's all been said, feel free to keep watching as is, or skip ahead to the level that you need help with. Now as you run along Forest Follies, and well, any level for that matter, if you're using the Divine Relic, your super meter will slowly charge over time, but you'll need to be hitting those parries to charge it up as you run. When we get to the Mushroom Trio, you need to stay here and parry the clouds until you get the super meter full, because without it you can't achieve pacifism. Now that it's maxed, we can get past the Acorn Maker without having to kill it. You run up to the side of the Acorn Maker, and at the top of your jump, use your super, activating its invincibility. But it'll also give you a little boost, allowing you to bounce over the Acorn Maker. Then just run to the end, taking advantage of not being able to be hit for a bit. Now on the results screen, remember that although while I got everything on this level, pacifism doesn't require any of these things. All that matters is that you did not kill anything. Now it's time for Treetop Trouble. I had issues on this one due to the Whetstone effect given to you by using the Divine Relic. Because of that effect, I kept accidentally parrying the other bugs going down the tree as I ran. At first I was going to wait here and parry myself up to having full charge of my super, but since I have 3 health I can afford to take a hit at the big bug. Now if you only have 1 health by this point, I would stay and charge up the super beforehand. You could also just get somewhere safe and let it charge up while waiting, but only if you have the Divine Relic equipped. All I gotta do once I get to the big bug boss is jump and dash over it. I'll take a hit from landing in the gap behind it, but I'll win with Pacifist. Although you could avoid the damage using your super. Here's your proof that health and parry doesn't matter for the best score possible. Alright, for Funfair Fever, I'm kind of cheating a bit with the Divine Relic. Not really, but it feels that way. So I'm going to mass parry a pink balloon using the Heart Ring effect to gain 3 extra health from the Divine Relic. Sadly, it doesn't charge up the super effectively. And there's not many things to parry besides when the cannons are shooting. But I believe you need your super to get past the duck shooting game. And if you're not using the Divine Relic, you must use the Smoke Bomb charm in order to get past the cannons themselves. Now that we're past the duck hunt game, we will make our way to the hot dog. But we will still have to save up for a super. Sadly, there's nothing to parry along the way. But since the Divine Relic has the coffee ability, I didn't grind up for the super, and just let it charge up. I sped this up for your convenience, but it's at double speed. And here's proof of pacifism. Funhouse Frazzle was the hardest level for me out of all the Pacifist runs. It's actually the last one I finished and got the Pacifist achievement on. When you get to the walls, you'll be surprised, but when the mouth's open, you can actually just dash right through them. I didn't parry any parryable creatures as I was never sure if they counted or not. According to Google, you're allowed to parry the pink creatures, but I'll let you decide on whether you want to risk killing them or not. When you get to the conveyor belt section, you typically should try to get as close to the edges as possible before dashing, as there's several that are very close, but you can make it with a single dash and no jumping. And like the previous door, you can just dash right through the mouth. And with that, we achieve pacifism. Time for the Cyclops problem in Rugged Ridge.
Now go!
The lion statues can be dashed over if you time it properly. Now this run is mostly just proof that you can do this level with a few tips. I found it one of the easier levels, but I had already figured out the lion and the wall parry trick that you'll see coming up. If you don't mess up like me, you can parry yourself over these walls without taking any damage as well. Now it's just time to get past the Cyclops problem. And just to flex on the Cyclops, I'll use the super here. And here's proof of pacifism again. Alright, time for the final run and gun. Perilous Piers Pacifist Edition. I think this one really just speaks for itself, so I sped it up a little. And I'll just assume that if you're watching this one, that it's just one of those, I want to see it done because you're getting frustrated things. And honestly, that's okay. I actually did that myself on one of these, even though I knew exactly how to do it. I get it though, sometimes you just need a break and actually see a victory happen. That way you can get a recharge. Or maybe you're just trying to see how hard this level would be if you attempt it. But by the time you've done the rest of them, this level isn't too bad. Anyways, I hope this video helps you out with whatever level you're struggling with. If you need help with anything else, I've got guides on most things Cuphead related. Feel free to check those out if you need any more help. And if this guide helps you out, a like would be much appreciated.
Bravo!
Thanks for watching Cosmic Respawn Gaming, where every respawn is an epic quest.